Welcome to the circus, where things are always going awry. This video is protected by and operates underneath the guise of the Fair Use Act. It will be used for criticisms, news reporting, possible teachable moments, and most of all, my commentary. So, hey, YouTube, and anybody that gets butthurt, please do not come copyright striking my channel. Also, everything in this video is allegedly according to what has been alleged. Even if we see them do it with our own two eyes and hear them say it with our own two ears, it is still alleged because we have no idea as to what is happening. Welcome back to the circus tent, everybody. I am your narrator and hostess, the girl Henny. Hey, y'all. So tonight we've got a real juicy tale for y'all. It's a tale of twists, turns, lies, and deceit. Shots being fired and families being ripped apart. Welcome to the circus press box, baby, because it's about to go down. So y'all get y'all Henny and y'all popcorn up in the chat as we get ready to get into a little bit of this and that. So as I was scrolling the internet streets, I came across a couple of things. And some things slid into my inbox. What did I come across? I came across the smiley video, which I talked about in my previous live that I did a couple of hours ago. And one of the Henny PIs, they came across a bit of information. The bit of information that we came across over here was that Zeus Network is being sued. Now, when I asked the question over in my IG Live, a lot of people did not know that Zeus was being sued, and they wanted to know by who. So y'all get that popcorn and those Henny glasses in that chat if you want to know who suing Zeus. Oh, you want to know. You want to know. Yes, like the video, guys. She said, oh, by who? Megan, how have you been? Oh my God, it's good to see your face. Oh, y'all want to know. Y'all want to know. Y'all look at this. Look at all of the popcorn and the Henny that is in the chat. How do I become a member? We do not have a membership over here on this channel. But if you would like to have one, holla at your girl and let me know. But we do have memberships over at Hennessy Reviews. So since everybody wants to know who's suing Zeus, I guess I will not. Yes, it's Megan A Stallion is in the building, y'all. It's our Megan A Stallion. This is who is. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put my watermark in it. Skirt. Can everybody see that? Goals Plastic Surgery. And the surgeon that performed Rolly's surgery is suing Zeus Network. Put your wow emojis if you are caught off guard by this. Wait a minute. Let me stop for a second because this is not the screen that I want. Y'all know the screen that I like. Yes, Rakitha. Yes, y'all. See, I told y'all I had some Henny. When I be telling y'all I have some Henny, I really be having some Henny. Y'all got to admit that I really be having the Henny when I tell y'all. Okay. Shout out to the Henny PIs because they be doing their thing. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Because something is interfering with what I'm doing. So let me close that out. And let me close this out because I don't need no service interruptions with the tea, the Henty, the popcorn, and all of that that's going down. Let me make sure. Oh, no. See, we looking at Canva. Hold on. I knew it. Y'all already know what happens when we go to doing these lives. Something always got to go. Here we go. My Instagram is Hennessy HENNESSAY_reviews. Now, what do you mean? What the heck just happened? Right. It went from 255 to 92 real quick. I don't know. And dropping. That's crazy. I did watermark. Anyway, that's very weird. Look, and it's still going down. That's really weird. Right? It says something about resources had been exhausted on my end. It removed even my like from you. It said this resource has been exhausted. I don't know what that means. Somebody playing around. 129. No, that's not what I had just a minute ago. And it's down to 51. I don't know. That's so crazy. Okay, you know what? Let me try to go in. No, I've been monetized. Something is going on. Y'all think I should restart? Okay, let me end the stream and let me try to come back in and start it over. Yeah, because there's definitely more than 13 people in this chat. Now it says there's 4. You know what? I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. We're already here. We've already started. It doesn't make sense. The numbers are what the numbers are. The video is going to be out. Let's get into this Henny. I'm not even going to concern myself with it. Even if there was only 2 people in this chat, I'm still going to do what I do. And I'm still going to put on a show. Because one thing that I was told a long time ago is even if it's 2 people out there, you perform like it's a packed house. So let's get back into this. I don't even care. So yeah, y'all remember Zeus had this little contract thing going with goals, right? Where let's not pay attention to that, guys. We get into the Henny and popcorn. All right, all right. Let me take a swig. Hold on. So now, Zeus had all of their stars like Taseki. I don't know. Some people might not consider her a star of the show, but Taseki went to goals, Rolly went to goals, Scarface went to goals, and then we saw what happened when Meatball Mama went to goals. Okay, Meatball Mama got jacked up at goals. All right, then Rolly, she was on her live with I forgot who she was on the live with. Child, don't give me the line, but she was on a live and she said that when she went to goals, they jacked her up. That she lost all the feeling into her stomach and all of that. So Goals is now suing Vimo.com Inc., doing business as Zeus Network, Zeus Network LLC, doing business as Zeus Network. Okay, all right. So we gonna skip all of the formalities, okay? All of this stuff is talking about the plaintiffs and that and this and this and that. So let's get into the background facts, guys. Okay, let's get into this. So where my glasses, child? Because they listen, they are suing them. Okay, they are suing them, they are suing them, they are suing them. And I'm gonna keep an eye on this because this is interesting. What you said? You said like disappeared 3 times. Who disappeared? Me? I dis I disappeared. I peep ish. And thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Let me go through those really quickly. Thank you for the super chat. How do I become a member? I already answered that one. Thank you for the super chat role playing. And thank you for the super chat I peep ish. All right. So Goals provided administrative services for several plastic surgical medical offices throughout the United States that do business under the registered trademark of Goals Anesthetics and Plastic Surgery. Okay. Goals trademark is the property of New York City Medical Practice IP Holding Corp. So Goals is owned by a medical practice IP Holding Corp, okay, which has provided license to Goals to use and sub-license the Goals trademark, all right? So on or about May 1st, 2023, Goals was approached by representatives of a business which was identified as the Zeus Network to work on a production for their internet-based television station. Right? These representatives misrepresented that they were actually from defendant the Zeus Network and otherwise inferred their independence and ability to contract without other entities' involvement. All right. In the process, these representatives sought to bring their talent, Goldie Martin, aka Roly Poly, to a facility managed by Goals to have plastic surgeries performed on her. Indeed, Roly Poly is a known reality TV personality who has a reputation for being brash and sexual. Wait, sexual is what threw me when I read this, okay? Brash and sexual. When have y'all known Roly Poly to be sexual? Please explain to me. I ain't never seen Roly Poly be sexual. I mean, she might have tried when she was on One More Chance, but she wasn't being sexual no other time, okay? While also maintaining a high body mass index. Now, let me tell you how they tried to play her. They tried to play her right there. Coco, thank you for the super chat, honey. They tried to play her right there. Because they said, I'm going to read it again. Roly Poly is a known reality television personality who has a reputation for being brass and sexual while also maintaining a high body mass index. What does her having a high body mass index, which is just a polite way of calling her fat, have anything to do with saying they basically saying she's brass, sexual, and she overweight. Like, come on. Y'all ain't have to go there. Leave that girl alone, okay? Now, that's not right. Y'all leave that girl weight alone. She came to you in good faith. Right? Y'all hear it? The sneak dissing? Child. So defendants' representatives promised that the television production would be entirely positive. would benefit plaintiff's reputation by putting them in a positive light, and that the sole consideration for its services to be provided was the positive advertisement and representation. So they said, we gonna do this because you gonna put our business in a good light, and you gonna bring us positive advertisement, and a positive representation of our business will be had. So we gonna do this for you, right? They are politically, they sidestepping. Okay, thank you, CJ. So plaintiffs notified the defendants, and the defendants accepted the obligation to allow the plaintiffs to review any and all footage before public display of same, to ensure that they were not shown in a negative or deeming manner, as is often used in reality television. So Goals wanted to review all the footage before they put that out, to make sure that they were not putting them in a negative light, that they were going to be held in an upstanding light. Now, I can't read through all of this without telling the truth about Goals, okay? Goals has a bad reputation, y'all. They have a bad reputation here in New York. People done been unalived going to them, okay? There's people that have gone to them, and they have, had the procedure done, and then the next morning they woke up on the other side. They was called to the upper room. Okay. People have been botched. People have gone through all types of mishaps when it comes to Goals. And that's not just here in New York. That's also been wherever they have a Goals facility. They even had a Goals down there in Atlanta that was unaliving people left and right. There is someone, the Unpopular Party. He did a video on Goals plastic surgery, and he did the deep dive. So I don't want to do the deep dive, but y'all can go over there and check out his channel and see his video of Goals. I didn't put the documentary together. I can put one together if y'all want me to, but I'm also telling y'all where it is. But we're going to pull some stuff up online when we get done reading all of this. Okay. So, baby, Goals should have had stock in somebody funeral home for the way that they were sending people to the upper room, because shout out to all of those who made it out, and prayers and condolences to all of those who lost family members at the hands of these people. So they want to be held in an upstanding light because they've got a bad reputation. You notice how they keep harping on that? Anyway, let's get back into the document. We could chitty chat about this and that afterwards. All right. Henny, did you see the Zeus scandal lawsuit? I didn't see that, but I'm this one right now. I just dived into this one, so I will look into that when you can send it to me. I'll look at it and all of that. Respectfully, the whole Zeus is about eggs, and now dealing with snakes. They're dealing with the same gun. So, further due to the concerns of the plaintiff of the filming of other patients and risk of violating HIPAA, they required that they be provided an opportunity to review all footage to ensure that no other patient in the videos, and as with the risk of negative portrayal, defendants agreed. So I just wanted to make sure that nobody was in there that was another patient. With these promises made, plaintiffs agreed to allow the filming of their location, use their names and license their likeness, arrange for a surgery for Miss Martin, and also allow a limited use of 3 trademarks. Okay, they allowed them to use 3 trademarks. So defendants' agents acted in expedited manner, providing draft agreements which were rejected to be signed by the plaintiff, and making promises to which, upon information and belief, they did not have authority to promise. So you mean to tell me y'all didn't sign the agreement, but y'all allowed them to come in and film? Okay, let's continue because we need to see what happened here. Okay, so far they saying that they were supposed to see all the footage and approve it before it went out. They needed to make sure that it was in an upstanding, good light of them, and that they didn't have none of the other patients on film. Okay, and they said that The Zeus representatives agreed. They gave them the right to use 3 of their trademarks, but then they sent them draft agreements and they rejected them. So let's find out if you rejected these agreements, what the hell happened? Okay. All right. Further, the agreements solely reference the Zeus Network, and plaintiffs were not aware that they were actually entering into an agreement with a Zeus Networks LLC. Now, pause. If Zeus Network LLC is doing business as the Zeus Network, what Zeus did you think it was? It says Zeus Network LLC and the Zeus Network. Like, what? How did. Child, this is ghetto. I ain't never seen a ghetto lawsuit. Anyway, had they known, they would have reconsidered their position and would not have entered into these agreements. Child, the ghetto. So because it was Zeus, y'all wouldn't have. Let me say something. Let me tell you something, goals. Let me say something, goals. They're the same entity. Because they're doing business as Zeus Network LLC is doing business as the Zeus Network. So they're still in the same family. But either way, there's only one Zeus Network. But the audacity of them to say, yeah, they're doing, it's a DBA. So the audacity of them to say, if I would have known it was Zeus, we wouldn't have worked with them. Wait a minute. Let's not get Sadiddy and hey Bobby and act like Goals is Dr. Curves, okay? You're not Dr. Curves, okay? You are the ghetto of the plastic surgeries, all right? You got a lot of nerve to clutch your pearls at the name Zeus Network. Child. Let's continue. The first procedure was performed on May 15, 2023, and at Goals affiliated medical practice in Georgia. Same occurrence without issue. Okay, so there was nothing, no warning, no problems, no nothing. Second procedure was on July 20th. May, June, July. So y'all did like 2 months in between her surgeries. Okay. And then, in contrast to the first procedure, Miss Martin's conduct thereafter was beyond reproach. Here we go. Now let's define reproach. Okay. So reproach means address someone in such a way as to express disapproval or disappointment. To express the expression of disapproval or disappointment. So that means, and I didn't do that because I think people are slow. I did that because some people don't know that are going to watch this later. Shout out to the replay gang. So reproach means that she was disapproving. She was beyond approving. Oh, wait a minute. They said her conduct was beyond reproach. So her conduct was disapproving or disapproved is what they're saying. Okay, subsequent to her procedure, she made innumerable threats to the plaintiffs and their staff, and the staff of the medical practice, was abusive and otherwise acted in a wrongful manner. Now, you see how they're setting this up to say, hey, look, she was being aggressive with us, and she was being, Miss Martin is Rolly. Rolly's real name is Goldie Martin. So now they're going to use her reputation on baddies against her. You see what's happening here? Angry Black woman. Okay, exactly, Miss Black. She's an angry Black lady. Thereafter, Miss Martin began and continued to campaign of harassment, defamation, and used her sizable social media following to in furtherance of the same. When did you see Rowley bashing goals? I saw Rowley say something once. I don't know if she said anything any other time after that, but I don't recall Rowley bashing goals like that. Okay, so people are saying never. She only mentioned her stomach. Right. She was saying she lost feeling in her stomach. So, what are we talking about here? See, goals, you're lying already. Yeah, she spoke on her stomach. Right. They might be confusing meatball with Rolly. All right. Eventually, in February of 2024, Miss Martin accused the plaintiffs falsely of unaliving patients and calling plaintiffs unaliving people, which resulted in plaintiffs filing for arbitration pursuant to its agreement with Miss Martin to seek damages for defamation and defamation per se. Whoever typed this up didn't know what they was talking about, because now see, I read some of this. Y'all know how I do. I read some of it, but I don't read all of it because I like to give y'all a natural reaction and a natural response, my fresh thoughts on it. It sounds to me like they got Roly and Meatball confused. And how you can confuse the two is way beyond me, because I did not know that Roly saw this particular doctor. I thought Roly saw Dr. V. But I could be mistaken. I'll have to go back and check the records. But either way, it sounds like they are confusing the two. And this sounds so wrong in so many ways, because what are you saying? They're both fluffy women. So you saying they look alike? And furthermore, Meatball didn't even have the surgery done. It was for her mama. Okay. Hmm. Service was made on Miss Martin on March 16th of 2024. Thereafter, on March 24th, plaintiffs became aware that defendant had created a television promotional trailer and had tagged plaintiff goals as to the same. Upon review of the video, much was without issue until the end of the same. Indeed, it is clearly heard on the video Miss Martin stating that the plaintiffs were unprofessional as F, before continuing with threats to plaintiffs saying, B, I'll make you lose this whole MF in building, B. I didn't hear that in the Roly Poly trailer. Did y'all hear that? Huh. Plaintiff also noticed that there were people in shots that appeared or possibly were patients. Defendant failed to provide the plaintiff an opportunity to review the footage before its publication to allow plaintiff to ensure that no patients were shown on the video as promised. Defendant failed to provide the plaintiff an opportunity to review the footage before its publication to ensure that it was not being used as a vehicle to defame or disparage plaintiffs based upon her most recent conduct as a vehicle for Miss Martin to defame and or disparage the plaintiff. On March 25th, 2024, plaintiffs sent a cease and desist notice to defendant directing that they must cease any showing of the video until their agreements are met. Defendant did not respond. On March 26th, plaintiffs notified the defendant that they had revoked the right to use the trademark due to the failure to comply with their agreements to review the footage. Defendant did not respond. On March 26th, Dr. Vorskin, that's who it is that I thought that's who did her surgery, advised defendant through counsel that he revoked their right to use his name, Vorskin. I thought it was a lady. And likeness on any production until such time as they could come to terms. Defendant did not respond. As such, the risk of irreparable harm is significant. The plaintiffs are without any other recourse than to file action for restraints. Okay. Plaintiff restates, reiterates, and realleges all the allegations contained in the prior paragraphs. Defendant's talent, Miss Martin, has defamed and otherwise caused reputational harm to the plaintiff in the community as set forth. Defendant's talent statements as to plaintiffs are false and known to Miss Martin to be false. Indeed, Miss Martin knew them to be false and stated/made such statements with reckless disregard to the truth or the falsity of those statements. Defendant, despite the promise to the contrary, appeared to have converted its program, now called Transforming Rowley, into a vehicle to pirate and republish these defamatory statements as to plaintiffs. Defendant's conduct was willing and purposeful and done with malice and has or will lower the reputation of the plaintiffs in the community. As Miss Martin was acting under the authority as an agent and while within such agency of defendant, when she made such a defamatory statement, defendant is vicariously liable for the same. As a result, plaintiffs have been harmed and damaged and are entitled to an injunction barring the displaying of Transforming Rowley until such time as plaintiffs can be assured that it is not being used to transmit defamatory statements or used as a vehicle for Miss Martin to defame or disparage the plaintiffs. They are trying to stop Rowley Poly's show. They do not want Zeus airing it until they review it and they approve it. But here's my question. If you did not have a proper agreement with them, why did you allow them to come in and film? They could not come into your practice and film the footage that they got if you did not allow them in to your practice to do so. So how did you allow them in if y'all had not reached the agreement in the first place? And if you never signed the agreement, then what agreement did y'all enter into? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because there's no way in hell that I would have allowed anyone to come into my business. Okay, so this is my office space, right? All right. For right now, it's working. It's doubling as a podcasting station as well as my skincare business, right? There's no way I'm going to allow somebody to come into my business, right? Into that door right there with cameras and film anything going on in here without proper paperwork in place. You let them in and you admitted that you did not sign the contract and you still let them film. Let me say this. Zeus Network, somebody said something about, how they did Krishan. Now, I hate to say this, but when all of these court cases and everything was popping up on Krishan, people kept saying, that's her karma. What Karlissa say? That's her karma. What Taseki say? That's her karma. What everybody on the other side saying? That's her karma. Now, I don't know of Rowley to do anything to Krishan, but I know Zeus Network did. And somebody just mentioned another lawsuit against Zeus. Uh this would be the third one that I know of because there's two of Zeus and Krishan, and now this one was Zeus and Rolly. And I'm gonna just say this, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Y'all see what's happening with the Zilla. I'm just saying. I ain't saying, but I'm saying. I ain't saying, but I'm just saying. People be wishing bad on that girl. I don't know. So let's look at some of these complaints that people have filed with the Better Business Bureau against them. Okay. This one right here, dated 3/18/2024. The lack of communication that I received from Gold's weight loss department is baffling. I paid for my injections on February 29th and completed all the required blood work. Someone from the weight loss department texted me this past Tuesday asking if I had completed with I guess I don't know. I advised the individual no. Then I was told that someone would be in contact with me March 15th to confirm my appointment for March 18th. The 15th came around, no call, no nothing. I have to call multiple times on Friday requesting to speak to a supervisor. No supervisor has contacted me. Okay. That's kind of long. I don't know if I want to read all of that. That's kind of long. Everybody's got a long response. Okay, let's read this one because we can't just keep skipping them because they're long. All right, let me put my glasses back on. All right, so the initial complaint was on 1/30/2024. So that's when they first filed this complaint. On 6/1/2023, I had a cosmetic surgery expected to be a tummy tuck and liposuction of 5 areas indicated on contract attached. Previously, the surgery photos were taken of my body. I was given the price quote of $11,150. Let me ask y'all something. How did they go from $11,150, right? To I seen this up here. Oh, where is it? I wasn't medically cleared for and for or lose. Da, 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 da. Now I didn't have these people, or I didn't heard specials being done of $5,000 for certain things. So maybe she got a couple of things, all of that came to 11. Okay. I was to pay $250 to book the procedure. I have a bigger paper email of all of these events as well. So I booked for July of 2023, but I came into some money early. So I changed my date for 6/1. Arrived for my surgery at 5 a.m., gets prepped by the nurse. Doctor sees me. He talks to me about surgery. I have surgery. I get home. I get filled with questions. They are very unresponsive to me to have had major surgery like this. How do you not respond to people? And this is a theme. Y'all are going to see. I have gone back to the office and expressed through photos and text that I'm not happy with the surgery results. Had to come back to the office half a dozen times. Doctor tells me give it 6 months for healing, that I'll see an amazing result. Well, 6 months, which was 12/6, I gave an appointment. I show up. They say the doctor canceled all appointments. I received no contact at all. So I call the 800 number and they give me an appointment for next week. Have virtual next Wednesday. Asking doctor about how I look, he says he was not aware that I was to get any liposuction, that he had to now consult with his higher, I don't know, because it blurted it out, and get back to me. Weeks go by. I'm sorry. I hear nothing. It's holidays. I'm so impatient. Finally, someone sends me a snippet of a contract saying doctor can opt to change surgery during surgery without my consent if he was unable to do complete job. This person doesn't type good, okay? Wasn't able to do complete job. I should have been given the option if I wanted to move forward or not. So now these people are running a scam and I want to report them to the medical board next. It's not right. And basically, what she's saying is she was supposed to get liposuction done and they didn't do the liposuction, but they took her money. They took her money and said the doctor decided not to do it. But y'all took her money. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. Next, I'm going to show you a series of videos, okay? This one is, I don't know if this one is goals. No, this one is definitely goals though. So let's take a listen. It's probably going to show a video. Skip the ad.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gary Modicke, and I'm a Beverly Hills board-certified plastic surgeon. And today I'm going to be talking about a recent news segment. It was about people getting botched in liposuction in Atlanta. I wanted to talk about it because I'm starting, and I have been actually for a while, working on a series called Nip versus Tuck. And the idea behind it is to educate people, to educate patients and get them better equipped to navigate through the plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery landscape. Because as this field of cosmetic surgery has become more commercialized and gone mainstream, there's a lot of marketing going on, a lot of promotions going on, a lot of people that are jumping into this field that aren't necessarily trained to do plastic surgery that are.
Now, I want to get to the news thing. Now, I wanted to hear, okay, so he says that there are a lot of people that are not trained to do plastic surgery, and this is true. Some people, did you know that it is not illegal for them to just have like a pediatrics license and be doing this if they do it underneath the guise of aesthetics or something like that? I got to look it up, don't quote me, but there's a legal way that they're getting away with doing this.
One thing a veteran surgeon said to me as we were reporting this story that really stuck with me is that nobody would ever pick a heart surgeon by looking at pictures on Instagram. While we're talking about cosmetic surgery here, it's still a serious procedure. And as someone, when we talked to, learned, it can leave you with lasting damage.
I have to agree with that statement. The reason I'm holding this is a liposuction cannula. And I agree with what he's saying that any type of surgery in the wrong hands or inexperienced hands can be very dangerous, whether it's supposedly elective surgery or cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery, they're all still surgery. And you should go to surgeons to perform surgery. It seems pretty common sense, but again, we're seeing all these other fields that aren't surgeons doing plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery.
Now, he's not lying. They are in other fields and they're getting away with doing things to people. And in all honesty, goals is not the only place that this has happened to, but we're focusing on goals right now. Now, I want to watch this. Is this it? Here we go.
New developments this afternoon in an ongoing Channel 2 Action News investigation. Today, some patients of an Instagram famous plastic surgery practice here in Atlanta have started the process of taking legal action against Goals Plastic Surgery.
Channel 2 investigative reporter Justin Gray has been reporting on concerns with Goals. He's live now in DeKalb County. Justin, since your original investigation aired, you've heard from so many more patients.
Well, George, just about every day this month, I have gotten calls and emails from more women who say they have injuries and complications from their surgeries performed right here at Goals DeKalb.
Now, I want to know this. Now, we're all watching this video, right? And this kind of hits home for me, and I'm going to share a little story with y'all. But this right here, if you keep hearing bad things about a place, why go there? Jaden got her BBL done in Beverly Hills. She didn't go to Goals for that. And then she got the second round done in Tijuana, but she got her chin, her double chin done at Goals. That's where she went to go get that done. She got her double chin done at Goals. So yeah, but if we hear that this is a place where people are going and they're having a bad experience, why keep going? And it's like, yes, like the talking doctor just said, talking doctor said cheap. And that's what it is. It's cost effective. So this sounds to me like they are really honing in on those people who desperately want to see some type of change within their bodies, but they can't necessarily afford to kick out $40,000-$50,000 to go to a bigger brand or a more board certified type of cosmetic surgeon or somebody who is very reputable. So they take advantage of that by making themselves affordable to people.
County offices.
As you can see, he is harvesting all that beautiful, beautiful liquid gold.
Goals Plastic Surgery's Instagram Live surgeries performed while you're wide awake are designed to grab the attention of social media users interested in Brazilian butt lifts. The liquid gold is fat.
This vacuum is actually removing all of that excess fat, or what I like to call, guys, here at Goals, liquid gold.
But our series of Channel 2 Action News investigations into Goals have shown what goes on after the camera is turned off. Since our stories aired earlier this month, many more patients have reached out to Channel 2 Action News about injuries from their Goals surgery.
It's a nightmare. It's like I'm living a nightmare.
This Atlanta woman is embarrassed to show her face, but wants you to look at the graphic. Difficult to see.
Oh my God. Do y'all see that?
Picture of her body right now, 2 months after her Brazilian butt lift at Goals.
I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe that half of my side was missing. It was gone, completely gone. An open wound.
For Brenda Thompson, who flew from LA to Atlanta for her Goals surgery, there's also scarring. The burns on her body were from the inside out.
It was a burn that you couldn't pour water on, if that makes sense. It just continuously burned.
We told you earlier this month how Goals patients say they don't see a doctor until the day of surgery, and how a former Goals employee told us it was people like her with no medical training who decided who was a good candidate for surgery.
Were you supposed to tell someone they were a bad candidate?
No.
Everyone was supposed to be a good candidate?
Yeah.
Board-certified plastic surgeon Adam Rubenstein tells me that might be the most concerning thing of all for him.
The idea that someone who's not a doctor, that is not even medically trained in most cases, is giving that kind of advice is frightening to me, and it's certainly unethical and bad medicine.
Today, medical malpractice attorney Susan Witt sent an official legal notice letter to Goals. She's agreed to represent several former Goals patients.
It takes a lot for me to take on a case, but we immediately, upon review of some of these cases, saw a pattern in practice that had been going on for a while, that now we are seeing the results of many injured patients.
It's not always about cheaper, and it's not always about following what's going on social media, which we all get so caught up in what we see and what we think we want to be like. And the chase for that has so many of us damaged.
And Goals has not responded to any of our repeated requests
of
for
course
comment.
they're
As I
not.
told you before, under Georgia law, any doctor with an active medical license can set up a practice performing any kind of surgery here in Georgia. The owner of Goals is a pediatrician, and that is why Dr. Rubenstein repeated over and over when I talked to him that any...
Did you hear that? The owner of Goals is a pediatrician. Child. I don't know if I would agree with lack of self-love, only because I know personally, at one point in time, I was considering going to Goals. You know, especially seeing all of these amazing results that people are getting and, you know, all of that stuff. I was considering it not even that long, but it was a while ago. Okay. And no. I'm grateful that I did not go to them. because this was crazy. Okay. It was crazy to sit back and look at a lot of these stories that were coming out about them. For me, because of how I have injuries to my body, it was a little difficult for me, and it still is, to go to the gym go to the gym to do certain workouts. So for me, it's a little different. I wanted to do I want to lose the weight. I want to do, so I was looking for something to help me. Definitely would not. And I'm very skeptical about going to somebody online. I don't know. Well, let me I don't believe it was goals that she went to, but let's pull that up real quick. Let's pull that up and let's see where she did go to. And then I'll share that with y'all. So sometimes people go for different reasons. So I used to say that too until I got into a situation where it was like, okay, I kind of don't have very many other options. Um, okay, let's see where he worked at. So you see her surgeon would not will not go will not be facing charges. She went to Miami. I'm trying to see if it says in here. Let's see. We got to find out. I don't know if it was goals or not. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Traveled to Miami. The founder of the PH1 Miami Medical Clinic. So he worked at, he's the founder of PH1 Miami Clinic. From what I saw just there. Let's see what page 6 says. Not sure if it was goals, guys, but it could have been. I don't know, because what we just saw in the LA Times is something that I've heard happens at goals as well, where they give them a cocktail of things. Okay. The coroner ruled Jackie's death as an accident. Page 6 exclusively reported last week. Jackie holds long with partner DC Fly. Died from complications of cosmetic surgery after going examiners. Okay. Jacqueline Smith. Dr. Zach, plastic surgeon. Okay. That Dr. Zach had been sued. Dr. Zach had sued a patient who claimed in real self reviews that he had left her mutilated undergoing a mommy makeover. So let's see. Let's go. I spelled that. I did all types of wrongness there, but I hate that the top of my windows are cracked because then I get these little things that fly in here. Yep, this is him. Owner and founder of PH1 Miami. So that doesn't even look at this. This doesn't even look like a plastic surgeon. This looks like some race car stuff, like you would take your car there. Okay, I'm about to get off this page because I'm not about to get in trouble. So no, guys, he doesn't work at Goals. But I want to share this with y'all, and then we're going to probably move on to a little bit of Karlissa and her stepdaughter, only because I promised y'all that I would. Not because I really, really want to, because oh, y'all didn't see. I could have swore I shit. Oh, I didn't put that. I didn't add it to the screen. So he doesn't work. Okay, so here we go. PH1. I was saying to look at his logo. Like that doesn't look like plastic surgery. It gives race car. Like it gives some type of like rims or audio sound or car wrapping. Like the watermark is there. What do you mean you can't see? What can't you see? You should see now. I see it. Y'all still don't see it because I see it. Right. Okay, y'all see it. Uniquely, yes. Daytona 500. Like it don't give plastic surgery. Child. That does not look. That says I'm gonna fix your car. Not I'm gonna give you a bumper, but I'll fix your bumper, and not the one on your backside. I couldn't take that logo serious because it don't look like no plastic surgery to me. Right. Okay. Well, let's go here. This is just Keisha. She's sharing her story. She's the truth about Goals plastic surgery. She posted this 2 years ago to her channel. We're going to listen to a little bit of her story of what she has to say. Go in there as a patient. So let's listen to what she has to say.
Times. The first time they rescheduled me was because I don't remember, to be honest, but I know one time was because they claimed COVID was shutting the city back down, and then a week later they rescheduled me. Then they tried to schedule me because they said one of the patients canceled, so they tried to put me in earlier, but then it was like a whole big thing. Long story short, their communication skills are trash. Like they do not communicate with you in terms of what's best for you. They communicate with you in terms of what's best for them.
Now, this is something that is a reoccurring theme. If you go look up a lot of the reviews for Goals, if you go look at some of the other videos that people have done, people have said that they don't communicate well. Okay, this is a running theme. They will reschedule you. They will reschedule you without you knowing. Like they push your surgery back. Okay, this is reoccurring. No, it wasn't Goals. Jackie O didn't go to Goals. She went to PH1. So that was what I was just showing on the Instagram because I looked up Dr. Zach and went from there, from his Instagram to the plastic surgery IG page.
Like what's gonna accommodate them, what's going to accommodate the doctor, not the person that's paying thousands of dollars to go get their body done. So that's one. Then the next thing with the coordinators is you don't speak to the same coordinator all the time. Like I was getting text messages from one person who was like, hey, I'm your patient coordinator. I'm going to be assisting you to whatever. And then the next minute it's another person. Hey, I'm your patient. Like, who's my patient coordinator? So now the midst of like all of the changes happening and your coordinator changing and everything just happening, all of the stuff is getting jumbled around. You got to continuously explain, like, I already did this, I need to do that. Like, it's just like a bunch of confusion. I did not like dealing with the patient coordinator. There was only one patient coordinator who understood my frustration. I was just like, literally, like I told her, I was like, Miss, I cannot switch my appointment anymore. I am not going to do this. And at first she was a little like, well, then we could put in a request for a refund, but it's not guaranteed you're going to get it.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. Remember, I told y'all that I was getting ready to go through the process of going to goals, right? So when I was getting ready to go through that process of going to goals, what had happened was I spoke to 3 different coordinators. I looked over my contract. There are a lot of reasons that they have in the contract to not give you a refund. So it's like they just want to take your money. And remember, I just read in the Better Business Bureau posting about how that lady paid $11,150 to go have liposuction of 5 areas and a tummy tuck. And she didn't even have the liposuction. She's telling them, I don't see any change in my body. And they're telling her, give it 6 months. Then they do a virtual visit with her after canceling what she had to say, canceling her appointment. That's what she said. They canceled her appointment, gave her a virtual appointment. And then on the virtual appointment, that's when she discovers that they never did the liposuction. That's what I just read in the Better Business Bureau when I was reading that. That's what they said. So for her to say that, and for me to actually have experienced that, yeah, they definitely do not give you the same coordinator. And that's so frustrating. Like when I was doing my surgery for my G-poem surgery for my achalasia, the person I spoke to as the coordinator was the person I spoke to as the coordinator from day one all the way up until the day scheduling of the surgery, day before the surgery. That's who I spoke to. I didn't speak to nobody else. So to hear that you're going through all of these different people, yeah, that's a red flag. And I'm so grateful I didn't go through with it. I'm so grateful.
And I'm like, what? So it's not guaranteed. Like, what? And at this point, I'm already like about to get surgery. Like, this is how close they're, like, literally my surgery was scheduled initially. I don't even remember. I think it was scheduled. My surgery was initially scheduled for November. And then it got pushed to the end of March. Then it got pushed to the middle of March. And then it got pushed to beginning of February. So literally, like, it was all over the place. And instead of her just trying to be like, she was like, I'll put in a request for you to get a refund. I really was just like on her. And then she called me back like, yeah, I thought about you when this happened because I know that you've been shuffled around so many times, blah, blah, blah. So I decided to try to do it for the 8th of February. Like, miss, I was supposed to be snatched since November. What you mean you decided? Like, it was just a whole big mess.
And I agree with her. Like, how you making a decision for me? I decided to put you in for this day, but you didn't speak to me to make sure that day was convenient for me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you realize that I've been shuffled around a lot, but you're going to shuffle me again? That's like me saying, I'm sorry for punching you in the eye, but I'm going to punch you in the eye again. Like, come on. Like, these are the people. Never mind. I'll save it.
So like, if I had to rate the patient coordinators on a scale of 1 to 10, like, I'm honestly giving them like a calm 3, because out of the bunch of them that's there, you're only going to get like maybe 1 or 2 that actually gives a fuck about you. Like, they actually want to help you. For the most part, they didn't, like, it just seemed like they didn't care. This is kind of off topic in terms of coordinators, because I don't even know who she is or what her status was. I just know that I had to follow up. And even like doing that, like you expect to go to your 1 week follow up and they tell you like, okay, you're healing this way, you're doing that. I took an Uber to the Bronx, you guys, because I didn't have my car. Mind you, I'm fresh out of surgery, a week out. So I was frustrated as is that I had to take an Uber to the Bronx because I didn't have anyone to drive me. Literally from Brooklyn to the Bronx to see the
Okay, now I'm gonna say this: from Brooklyn to the Bronx is not that bad. I don't know what you're talking about. The neon throw you off. I don't know what you mean. Brooklyn to the Bronx is not that bad, but I mean, you went through with okay.
this lady from my 1 week follow up, for her to tell me, oh, your faja's too big. That's one. Oh, your faja's too big. And turn around, oh, let's go take pictures for social media. Like, miss, what happened to anything else? Anything else? Like, what happened to anything? You could have said anything else. Like, just turn around. And as soon as she seen how snatched my back was, it was, let's go to the room to take pictures for social media. I'll give you a free complimentary something, whatever. Girl. That's another thing that we're gonna get into in this video, the pictures. But we went in there, she oiled me up, took pictures, never posted the pictures. I don't even know what happened to the pictures. Took pictures. The thing with the pictures, I might as well just get into it now. The thing with the pictures, when they want you to be an ambassador for them or whatever, they offer you all of these free products and all of these like massages and things of that sort. And their massages aren't good. Like, I wasted 10 massages on them. I could have probably been way more snatched than I am now had I not gone and got my first 10 massages with them and went to like a legit massage place. Like,
So that's another thing that is a common theme that, like I said, if you go and look this up, you will see. El Boogie, that is a good question you're asking. Aren't they supposed to give you a faja? You have to pay for the faja. The faja is not included. Everything that you need for surgery, you have to get for yourself. But should you decide to be a brand ambassador, which means that you allow them to video record your procedure while, on live, you allow them to take pictures of you for social media. The more you allow them to video you and take pictures and you do videos for them and all of that, the more you do, the more free stuff you get. But outside of that, you have to pay for your faja and all of that. So, and it's a lot more than just a faja, guys. It's a lot more than the faja. You need a faja. You need the compression socks for yourself. You need supplements. You got to get the donut pillow to sit on when it's time for you to sit. There's a thing that you got to get that helps you to I don't know about a wheelchair because you can't sit down. So I doubt that they give you a wheelchair. A faja is the compression garment that they put on you to press squeeze everything in basically. And what to my understanding, I don't know if it was this same girl or not, but one of the videos that I had watched a few years ago, I think it may have been her. They give you a faja that actually squeezes your butt in. You don't want that. You want the one that's going to compress your stomach and not squeezing your hips and your butt, because squeezing in the hips and the butt is what makes it go down smaller, and it makes you need a second round of BBL. So, if you look at Taseki, you don't really see a difference because her faja was probably too tight around the booty area. Okay. So you just need one that's going to take care of the stomach area. Anyway, the one that they give you at Gold's is going to compress your hips and your butt as well as your stomach too. Okay. So they do have all of this stuff that you need. You need blood builders and everything else. Listen, I've done my research because I was dead serious about to get this at one point in time. I was really going to get this. Okay. My son gave me my ass. Thank you, Lord. Oh, my girls took mine. But, it's a lot that you have to get that they don't tell you. Like, a lot of people aren't going to tell you that. You have to actually do your research if this is something that you're looking at getting into. Okay, so you got to make sure you have all the stuff that you need. My massages, when I was thinking of doing it, I wasn't going to go through them because I heard their massages really suck. No, you can't sit on your butt. You cannot. Yes, you have to have a boppy. So you remember that pillow that Taseki was carrying with her and Rolly was carrying with them? Those are the pillows that you have to sit on. And then there's like a lift thing that you put on the toilet to where you sit on the lift, but your butt doesn't hit the toilet. Like you're not sitting on the toilet, you're sitting on the lift thing. So you can't sit on your butt, you can't lay on your butt, you can't do none of that. Yes, it looks like a donut. And I think it's for like 6 weeks or something like that. Blood builders is because you're losing, like you're draining. When you go through the drains, you're losing blood. Daddy ripped me out the faja. And the thing is, you got to keep up with your massages, right? You got to keep up with your massages. You have to waist train. So if you look at people like Tommy Lee, you look at Delicious, they're always in waist trainers because you have to wear your waist trainers. Like Taseki's going to be wearing waist trainers. Rolly should be wearing a waist trainer because that's what helps to keep that area compressed and keep that look, especially, you got to work out as well. Like it's a lot. But anyway, let's get back into it.
That's one. But their pictures, they tell you how to pose.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you how to pose in a way to where the angle makes it look like, yo, she looks fire. She told me they don't Photoshop the pictures or whatever the case may be. I don't know how true or false that is. But they instruct you on how to pose. They tell you what angles to stand and to put your arms up like this and to like, they tell you how to stand to make their pictures look good on Instagram. So it's not necessarily like, these women just come off the table snatched. Like, they tell you how to pose. They tell you their marketing. They have to put themselves out there to where they look good. So don't look at the pictures on Instagram and get gassed and think like, damn, she got off the table like that. No, it's all angles. I'm standing up here on a little thing and she's down there with the camera, like taking pictures. Like, that's my 1 week follow-up, you guys. Me taking pictures for their Instagram. Not, oh, you need to the only thing she told me was my faja was too big. Like, obviously, like it's like, I could have Googled that, like, that your faja is going to be too big in a week. Obviously, they put you in a big faja to begin with. But it was just, my experience with the coordinators and the people that worked there was just kind of just annoying. Like, it was just annoying. It's very like, it's giving they are just opportunists. Like, they look at the people that come off the table and then they're doing their massages and their body looks like, I cannot tell you how many times they have hit me up to ask me to take pictures for them and to come and bring lingerie so that I could take pictures for their based off my Instagram, like, or for the pictures that I'm posting from my personal Instagram. Like, they're like literally for sale. So in terms of,
so they're basically like they were stalking her Instagram. What? Can you come in and take pictures? Oh, the neon sign looks like they sell rooms. Like, they're watching her Instagram. They want her to come in and take pictures because she looks good on her Instagram. Like, I will say this particular girl right here, she did have, it looked like she had a good result or whatever, but she had a nightmare of an experience. And my thing with it, I just wanted to share a little bit, with you guys about that because, Rolly, I have to say, wherever she went, even if she's saying that her experience at Goals was not the best experience in the world, I feel like she should thank the Most High, the Creator, that she made it off that table, because there's a lot of people that didn't make it off the table. I can go a little bit more in depth with this if you would like for me to explain to y'all. To explain to y'all. Thank you for the cash apps, guys. To explain to y'all what happened. Okay. I gotta show y'all this. I cannot. This is hilarious. Why they do her like that? Why did they do her like that? Wait a minute. I'm going to show y'all. I promise I'm going to remember to put it on the screen. Wait, I thought. Oh, no. I don't know what I saw then. I thought I saw something. So, you guys, I gotta do we have to do Karlissa and them? Like, do we have to? I don't want to. It is them. So what the heck is going on? Why I don't see it? Oh shoot. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna show y'all. I promise I'm gonna show y'all. Hold up. Let me get my watermark up. I don't know why they did this girl like this. So Tronics has shared a new trailer for BGC, and I look. What is the first thing you see? Crazy. Crazy. Why they do her like that? Why they do her like that, y'all? Why they do her like that? She's gonna go live and talk about that. You know it, right? You know she's gonna go live and she's like, okay, so the fight with Krishan, let me explain to you what happened. She snuck me. Watch. She snuck me, but she fought you head on. Like you saw her coming. You knew she was coming. So stop it. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. They're messing with people's channels. Oh, so you've seen it elsewhere, Teresa. So that means that this may not be an accurate number. Okay. So because y'all, and yes, I'm saying y'all, because I do not wish to do this. The stepdaughter said bald-head lion dragon don't have real teeth. I know, I saw that. But she did post something to her IG story, and I do want to talk about that. Because this kind of like made me sad. This kind of made me sad. It made me feel bad for her because I don't understand. I don't understand people. I don't. Sometimes I don't understand their actions. We also don't know, before we get to getting judgy, we also don't know the context of this either. But let's go over to Lay's story. Oh, my bad. I shut off my comments. My bad, y'all. YouTube is tripping right now, Annie. It's YouTube. Okay. Did I share? I didn't get a chance to share. Hold on 1 second. What the heck is going on? Okay. Y'all can see that, right? Let me make sure y'all can see it. Okay, so y'all can see it. I am pulling up her IG. So let's go to her story post. Just want to leave 53 minutes ago. Now, this text messages said, "You my daughter and I can't control you. I ask you to leave my wife out our conversations." Now, I don't know what was said beyond that, but she's heartbroken. And I think that that is so sad. I really do. I think that's so sad. And it's just like, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So let's take a listen to some of the things that Karlissa has had to say when it comes down to Lay. Now, I am going to warn y'all, this is a trigger warning, especially if you have not seen it already. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I already have it set up to go on to catch this live. Okay. I will be adding this to catch this live. I'm not going to load it up just like this because, you know, it is what it is. I could, but there's no watermark, no nothing. But let's listen.
I do want to say, though, that my stepdaughter has asked me in the past to do this back and forth that me and Callie do. But me and Callie's back and forth, as y'all know, has been very real. Callie lost her husband. Her whole family is separated. So me and Callie's back and forth is how she feels is real. Y'all watched us go through a whole year of trying to fix our mother-daughter relationship on the show in real life, in real form.
Now, if you don't know, or if you don't remember, the reason their relationship was strained is because Callie went over there to Blue's house to try to defend her honor after she got into it with Krishan, and Callie ended up getting, her and her husband ended up getting beat up really bad.
Shit, my stepdaughter doing. If y'all ask her right now, so what are you mad at her for? She gonna tell you that I wouldn't go back and forth with her, so that her numbers could go up.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that anybody in their right mind would want to go back and forth with Karlissa for anything. Because, first of all, Karlissa's going to hit below the belt and all of that. A lot of the back and forths that she chooses to do, she does for clout. I don't get that off of her. Like, you see how we get Karlissa turns Carzilla? if you haven't watched the lives, Lay remains calm the whole time that she's talking. But let's continue to listen.
I don't want to go back and forth with my stepdaughter because I don't want to be in the house arguing with my husband.
Now, she says she doesn't want to be in the house arguing with her husband. But if you haven't listened to this live, listen to this live from the perspective of you don't want to go back and forth with your husband, but yet you're online doing this.
I don't want to be in the house, you know, me and my husband going back and forth about his daughter. So if I thought that was something that was healthy for my marriage, I would not have tried to stop her. But if you go ask this motherfucker, you 6 foot something, you light skinned, bitch, why is your teeth like that?
See what I mean? Immediately after saying, I don't want to go back and forth with my husband, you start going in and dragging her about her teeth.
Why don't you take baths? Why are you so motherfucking grimy? Why is it that your rap sheet don't match your degree? You don't want to got a whole degree but can't get no fucking job in no industry because you're a thief. They don't hire thieves for nothing. She don't went and wasted 4 years, all our money on school, and can't get no fucking job because you a thief. Your rap sheet say thief. If y'all know, y'all know. So if you want to if you want to come and get in the circus, this how transparent you gotta be, bitch. You gotta tell them your pussy stink. Don't nobody want it. You gotta tell them you do massages at a massage parlor that, hello, does happy endings. If you want.
I watched this the first time, and then I've watched it to clip it up and make a video, and I haven't even finished my video, but you guys are gonna get a video. But I had to come alive because I wanted to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. At the end of the day, this is just deplorable right here. There's no way. Keep in the back of your mind that text message. Everyone is a thief when it comes to Karlissa. Everyone is a thief. Everyone steals. Everyone has done something. I said this last night. Dre and his wife stole. Blueface's daddy stole. The stepdaughter now she done stole. Everybody. Child, she got more than 2 felonies, honey. Who you talking about got 2 felonies? You talking about Karlissa? Yeah, Karlissa got some stuff on her record. She got some stuff in her jacket.
To be in the circus, you got to tell them your transparent bullshit because my daughter not about to tell you she done no fucking happy endings to be on no fucking circus, okay? My daughter not about to tell you she about to fight with somebody's mama to get her numbers up. You buy followers.
Didn't she accuse Krishan and the T pages as well of buying followers? Everybody's buying followers, so it's making me think, did you buy your followers?
Everybody knows you went from trying to keep up with Callie. Callie's not trying to do anything. She's not trying. She's just sharing her transparency of what's going on with her family. She's not trying to do anything.
Have you ever noticed? I mentioned this before, but do y'all really see this thing of me and my kids are up here and you and these people are down here? You guys are peasants compared to us. Like, do you not get that vibe off of her at all? Because she says the same thing about everybody around her. Everybody has done something to her. Even if it's something that's going on, Blue goes and steals the baby, and it affects her. Blue goes and has a baby with Krishan, and it reverts back to her. She's doing this to spite me and Jaden. What? Like, I don't. Let's continue.
That's why it's naturally just coming to her. So ask her, what did your stepmom do to you again for you to be doing all this? Tell me she got a bald spot and a bald head and all this other stuff. And let's ask this woman, where's your integrity as a mother, as a woman?
I know she didn't. She didn't. Ask somebody where their integrity is at as a mother and as a woman. As a mother and as a woman, where's your integrity? She's asking someone else that when the whole internet has basically been asking her that for I don't know how long, but it's been very loud, live, and in color for the past few days that people have been asking her that very question. And there are actually people that are empathizing and sympathizing with her. I tried until she did this live. I was trying to humanize her experience so bad, but this just gets off like this goes off real wrong. She also said Krishan Krishan's for everybody's coochie stinks around her. Everybody's coochie stinks. Their punanter stinks around her. Soon as they piss her off, all of a sudden. I was really trying to humanize her experience, but it's like you can't at this point. You can't. Because if you think that's something, it gets worse.
The car you drive, bitch, I bought. Your daddy didn't buy that car. I bought that car.
Why does she have to be the B word? I bought. Your daddy didn't buy the car. I did. Okay, wait, what happened? Since we're talking circus, an elephant wandering away from the circus act on TMZ, just sharing because Karlissa is so negative. We need no positivity. An elephant wandered away from his circus act on TMZ. I'm so done. But you know, I'm trying to save it till we get to those parts, but it gets worse, y'all.
Okay? Who paid for your prom dress? I barely knew you, bitch, like barely a couple months. And I bought you, I helped pay for your whole $700 prom dress that you never would have got in this fucking world because your mama and daddy don't know about $700 dresses. Who wants clout so bad that they'll go against their own people that's done for them like no one has ever done?
Here we go with the no one has ever done the way that I do, and I'm the here and you're there, and your mama and your daddy is down here, which is her husband, and I'm up here. I'm just up here. I'm top tier. You can't do anything with me. You can't touch me. I'm the greatest. I'm the best. Karlissa is a beautiful woman until she opens her mouth. Until she opens her mouth. Okay. I want to know, is she feeling insecure? Like, what's going on here? Like, I want to go deeper into all of this. What is going on here? What happened? Because she keep talking about Papa Blue because she done threw some shots at Papa Blue today because Papa Blue done clapped back at her finally because she keep talking about him, calling him clout chasing and this, that, and the third. Want to talk about he stole and talk about this and talk about that. And, you know, he claps back very subtly and he goes on about his business. Okay. And so, you know, he was the one that initiated their divorce between the two of them. You know, he divorced her a couple months later. He went and married somebody else. And I'm wondering, is she still scorned behind that? Like, you're telling the world that your phone password is his birthday, whether it's true or not. That's what you said. That's what you put out there. Okay. But now it's to list everything that you've done for this girl. It's to list everything. And I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that. And, you know, it's kind of like, how dare you even speak out against me? Because you know why all of this started. If you don't know why this all started, it's because Lay, out of all people, and when I say out of all people, I mean because her own children haven't said anything to her that we know of. Her husband that we know of hasn't said anything to check her about, hey, you shouldn't be saying that about Junior online. You need to be more mindful about the things that you say about him. Nobody has called her out. All the T pages, the bloggers, we say things about it, but she just brushes it off. But now that her stepdaughter has entered the chat and the stepdaughter is telling her, you are wrong for doing this. You should not be talking about this child like this. Like, it's deplorable and despicable behavior. She doesn't like that, the fact that the daughter bucked back against what the narrative is. You got to even look at why she's blocking people. If they go against her narrative, you're blocked. If you're following people that go against her narrative, you're getting blocked. Like, she wants you to go along with her program, be yes men, and agree to everything, and that's not happening. You got to remember, when Dre was having his quote unquote breakdown, as she was saying, I don't know if it's true or not, allegedly he was having one, I don't know. He seemed to be very calm, cool, collected, and rational when he was online, but we don't know what was going on behind the scenes when the cameras cut off. But Dre did mention that if you don't do things her way, it's a problem. And I'm paraphrasing. Dre said she has to be in control of things. So now she's trying to control the internet. She does not like what happened. And we're getting to see firsthand what happens when you go up against her. You go up against her, you're gonna get this. You're going to get lashed at. She's going to remind you of everything that you did, that she did for you, because it's coming off as, and I got to be very mindful of what I say, okay? It's coming off as, I've done this for you. You owe me your loyalty. You're being against me. Karlissa is either you're against me, or either you're with me, or you're at war with me. You can't be against me. You can't say nothing to me. And it's just, it's child.
I fly you all the way from Ohio to be on the show, to be your dad's daughter. Bitch, I could have hired any light-skinned bitch to be your daddy's daughter and not had to pay for your flights. And
why does she keep bringing up the fact that she's light-skinned? Why does she keep bringing that up, that she's light-skinned? What does that have to do with anything in this narrative? Why do you keep bringing up her skin tone? And people say that it's not colorism, that it's not being a colorist. It's not being any of that. You can't even say that, Janice, because guess what? They say that light-skinned people can't be, we can't be people who are, people don't do colorism against us. People can't, dark-skinned people aren't colorists against us or whatever. But listen to the rhetoric that's being said. If you keep bringing up something that has nothing to do with anything, then that is a problem for you. That's what it looks like to me. If somebody keeps bringing that up, it is a problem for them. That is just like Tasha K. I feel like Tasha K has a problem with people who are of a lighter hue. No one is bothering either one of y'all, but y'all are giving the same type of energy. And I'm starting to feel like Karlissa and Tasha K can't get along because they two peas in the same pot. But let's continue.
flight for your son. And it wasn't about the flights. She will wait until the last fucking minute and say, oh, I'm going to come this day. Bitch, that's tomorrow. Flights is almost $1,000 to fly you out tomorrow. So if it was like, oh, I'm gonna come out on this day 2 or 3 weeks out, we could give you the difference. Bitch, we paid almost $1,000 for every single one of your flights because you can't come this day. You gotta steal from Nordstrom's on that day. Tell them about how you stealing from Nordstrom's and selling Nordstrom's high-end shit on the streets.
Why would you say that? Aretha said, my husband wouldn't have 0 times to call my child out their name. Ain't no way. Couldn't have been mine. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I have 18 forgeries. I got my damn PhD and I work with juvenile criminal justice system with children So why can't she get a job? Because she is a thief, but you are a thief also, Karlissa. Do you too? These young ladies are young and beautiful, and Karlissa hate that. She's old, washed up, and living off of her. Ooh. Exactly. That's why Dre sold his car. So she couldn't have nothing to talk about, throw up in his face, or say to try to control him. Okay. But now she's throwing everything that she's done in this girl's face. And now you're going to go and say she's stealing from her job. Now, what if she lose her job? What if her job sees this video and they decide to pull her in the office and fire her because of your allegations against her? That's slanderous. That's defamation of a person's character. Like, you have proof of that, ma'am? That girl has a baby to take care of. Child, a mess.
On the internet. Don't fucking come to the circus unless you're ready to air out all your shit. Because I airs my shit out like it's nothing. Okay? I'll show you these motherfucking hemorrhoids if you want to see them, bitch.
We already saw them.
Okay? Ain't nothing you can tell on me that I won't tell on myself. It ain't a motherfucker on this planet that could blackmail Karlissa motherfucking Harvey Saffold, okay?
You tell yours and
can't
everybody
blackmail me
else's.
for shit, I'm gonna give it to you, raw and uncut. I don't give a fuck about another human being on this planet enough to let you motherfuckers try to blackmail me. Oh, don't tell this and don't tell that.
She told a whole truth right there. She don't give a F about another human being on the face of this planet. Now, I know she said enough to allow them to blackmail her. I understand that that's how she finished off that sentence, but let's look at how that sentence began. I don't give a fuck about another human being on the face of this planet, because guess what? That's what it gives, and it's very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, because I feel like she has a lot to offer as far as wisdom and guidance. Like, if she was a different type of person, I think that charm school would go really good. And yes, leave me alone, that Palo Santo, that Hollywood. I need some of that right now, because this real nasty work right here. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Nasty work.
What the fuck you mean? None of your friends ain't driving no car that they mama and daddy brought.
You don't know that.
Which one of your friends? Your daddy told me to go buy you a bucket. You didn't deserve shit. You was still in that college. What I do? Nah, she got a kid. I'm gonna go make sure she's straight before we get up out of here. Went and found one owner, clean. You still driving that bitch 4 years later. She ain't got another car, so I must have did something right. Bitch, I would have had you at the dentist. Your mouth would never look like that. I would never let one of my kids walk around, go to college with their mouth like that.
Now, why would your kids be on Mr. Saffold's insurance and his biological kids not be on his medical insurance? Because we know that he got that TRICARE. He's retired military. He got that TRICARE. He got that good benefits. You gonna tell me that his stepchildren, who are married, who are tied to him through marriage, are on his medical plan, but his own children ain't? Because she did say, didn't she say that when Blue hurt his knee when he was over there with his daddy, that her husband had that good insurance and he paid for her for his knee? Now, I don't know if she was with Mr. Saffold when that happened or not, or if she was with her other husband, because you know there was another husband between Papa Blue and Mr. Saffold. There was another husband because she'd been married 3 times. And I'm just saying for reference that she's been married 3 times. Why would his stepchildren have priority on his medical plan over his biological children? Somebody make it make sense in the comments.
That's why you were stealing. Fuck is you talking about right now? Stop playing with me. You could ask me. You could have talked to your dad and said, Dad, I want to go back and forth with her, but she won't go back and forth with me because she think me and y'all gonna get into it. That's all you had to do. Clear it with your dad. That's all.
That sounds ridiculous to me. Utterly ridiculous to me. That sounds ridiculous to me. Let's go back and okay, I can hear people saying, okay, we're going to go back and forth on the internet for clout. I can hear that, but I don't see that coming from her. She doesn't give me, I'm thirsty to be famous. I could be wrong, but that's not what I get off of her.
All I said. If you want to be a part of the circus, bitch, put your motherfucking clown suit on and tell these motherfuckers you's a thief. You can't be trusted. You can't go to jail and be trusted, bitch. You are the lowest of the lowest of the lowest.
Now, wait a minute. I want to back up before I address that last statement. She said she couldn't get a job because she's a thief, but she works at Nordstrom. I thought nobody hires thieves. You just said that. But now you calling this girl the lowest of the lowest of the lowest, but you are going lower and lower and lower in this live, child. Am I the only one that sees her going lower and lower and lower? Popcorn in the chat if y'all see it going lower and lower and lower, baby.
You stole from me, you stole from your mama, you stole from your daddy, your grandmammy, and your sister. You done stole from your brother. You stole from everybody you know. You's a thief. You the lowest of the motherfucking totem pole, bitch. Now, how about that? Oh, I'm this and I'm that and I don't do this and I don't do that, bitch. I don't even know another bitch on this planet with theft on their record. I don't even know people that got stealing on their motherfucking record. I bailed you out. I know. Your mama didn't have it. Your daddy didn't have it. I went down there, took a day off work out of my restaurant, went and bailed your motherfucking ass like, here, bow. Your daddy was like, let her sit there. No, we don't sit in jail. Let her the fuck out. Okay? Bring his daughter the fuck on out of here from back there. You came out of there, looked like a rotten, stank ass hoe that you are. I still brought your ass.
Rotten, stank hoe that you are. That's what she think about that girl. A rotten, stank a hoe. That's what she just called this girl. Thank you.
Ass out. Your mama didn't help me do that. Your daddy didn't help me do that. That's how the fuck I roll about mine. Y'all taking advantage of my kindness. Y'all taking advantage of it. All of y'all. You not my motherfucking kid. I barely know you. I have to look at Dre. I have to look at Callie. I have to look at Blue. But this entitlement shit has gone too far, and I'm about to start praying for you motherfuckers. I'm about to start praying for y'all. Because when I start praying for y'all, it ain't gonna be how you think it's gonna be. Because y'all are really out here taking advantage of my kindness.
I want to know her definition of kindness. That's what I want to know. I want to know her definition of kindness because everybody's definition of kindness is different. I saw something that caught my eye. Hold on. I live in Ohio. Only reason I knew that. I didn't see what you said, Jackson J. Let me see what you said. Let me scroll up and see what Jackson J said. She had a restaurant in Ohio. Oh, okay. She had a restaurant. So that's why she knew how to run Blue's restaurant because she had a restaurant already. Got it. Makes sense now. This is just it gets worse and it goes lower and lower and lower and lower, child. It just gets lower.
You're really out here taking advantage of my kindness. Because I don't know if y'all think just because I let Rock and Blue get away with it that everybody can just do it. But it's not okay. That's not okay. You're a thief by trade, bitch. You're a thief. I don't know another motherfucker that steals. You came out here, you left red
Blue stole a whole baby.
bottoms disappeared. Me and Jaden both looking at each other like, I don't know where the shoes went, but you just went home, didn't say bye to nobody, and the red bottoms was gone. I ain't seen my red bottoms that your daddy bought me since. Now, if you want the clout, bitch, air your shit out first. You don't jump on the circus without telling a motherfucker you the lowest of the motherfucking totem pole. And if you tag that bitch in my post, I swear for God, I will block you and never add you to my live again. So if you tagging her, you better untag her. Let that motherfucker be a clown for this clout, okay? Get out here and tell these motherfuckers why you got a psychology degree and can't get a motherfucking job except.
Whoo, baby.
For Nordstrom's or doing happy endings at the motherfucking massage parlor that Callie's friend worked at.
Callie friend worked there.
You this and you that. You went to college. Bitch, we bailed you out of jail in college for stealing again from your roommates. Tell the motherfucking truth. If you want to be a part of the circus, bitch, you got to be transparent as you motherfucking can. Now, we done came out and told these motherfuckers we got crackhead mamas, this kind of mama, that.
Now, I understand her mama was on some substances, but we also know who else mama was on some substances. So I don't know who she talking about there, because she talking about all of them in this live. She just ain't mentioned too much about Krishan yet, but she's mentioned Krishan, Jaden, Blue, Dre, Callie. She done mentioned everybody. Okay, so I don't know if she's combining her and Krishan's mamas in there, or if she just talking about her mama, because she did say mamas, plural, not singular. So she must be talking about both of them. I don't know. This is a lot. Yes, she has a rap sheet. Karlissa has a rap sheet.
That kind of mama, bitch, you better come out with your shit too. Don't think you about to waltz up in this motherfucker and act like you this and you that. Bitch, you're the foulest of them all. I don't know a motherfucker in the world that been to jail for stealing from their own motherfucking people. You stole out our motherfucking register when we had our restaurant. Your daddy caught you. Tell them your business, bitch. Don't jump in the circus like you the motherfucking head clown. You the bottom clown, bitch.
Wax Mom wasn't on drugs.
Krishan them. You are the bottom clown.
She said you are lower than Krishan and them. You're the bottom clown. You too, Leela. Child, it's bad. Y'all wanted to see it though.
I ain't never heard nobody say Krishan stole nothing. You's a thief by trade. You work at Nordstrom's, you steal that shit and you sell it on the street. Hello, let's when you get in the circus, bitch, you better get in wet. Don't jump in this motherfucker acting regular. My son ain't never murdered nobody. My son was an innocent fucking bystander standing there while another nigga pulled the trigger. You's a motherfucking lie. You's a motherfucking lie. God knows every secret. Every single one of them. We've all lost too much to be here for you to just climb on top of me and your daddy and act like we ain't shit for some clicks. Bitch, this is a hard not life. And you gonna tell these motherfuckers you got the stankiest pussy in a motherfucking America. Because all thieves' pussy stank. I don't give a fuck. I didn't do nothing to your bitch ass. You just woke up one day, trying to act like you know what the fuck going on down here because we ain't sent for your ass because you tried to say that we didn't pay you anything when your flights was extra because you wait to the last fucking minute. Didn't nobody miss her on the show? Did anybody ask me, when's your stepdaughter coming back? Where's your stepdaughter on the show? No one asked for you. We wasted fucking money on your character that nobody even knows is missing. But they know now that you're a thief and a funky bitch. And your pussy smell like rotten motherfucking eggs.
Okay. I think that's about enough of that. I think that's all I can stand for the moment because that is team way too much. Way too much. The way she went in on this girl. And for what? Because the girl called her out for what was said about Junior. Only for Karlissa to turn around today and make a post and say that she apologizes to anyone that was offended and that she was not saying what she said with ill intent. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Is this what we come to? It's becoming a bit. Listen, as a black woman and a black mother, I'm offended and tired. I'm just going to be so real with you. I'm offended and I'm tired. This is toxic motherhood at its finest. And nobody can defend this. You can't defend this. There is no justification for this. I wish I would get up on the internet and drag my kids or step kids the way I would. First of all, you couldn't. I wish one of my kids' fathers would get with somebody and that little whole heifer, get up there and say something about my kids even remotely close to what's being said right now. I wish a bee would. You see this? I told y'all on Instagram, my grandma walked around with one of these. You see this? Except my grandma's was bent like this. Mine's straight. But you see them? You see them? You gonna get these hoofs. You gonna get this hoof. You play with my kids, I'm gonna mollywop and bibbity bop. Okay? Like oops, she need to worry about going to the doctor for her leaking problem. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Lay, where your mama? Why you going against Karlissa by yourself? Where's your mama? Man, she gonna get them skibbity paps with that hoof. Now, this is Lay's live in response to.
Damn, I should have went to go buy a camera stand or something. Dang. Let me see.
Thank you for the chime.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you, sweetheart.
My luxurious hair. Can y'all hear me now?
Let me just say this. She's dressed in all black. You know, she's in the parking lot. It's nighttime. The light's shining. This optic right here was everything for me. The optics, the temperament, it was everything for me. I don't know about you, but let's get into it.
Hey, friend, I've been having a good day. Sales been going crazy on a slow Monday. Period. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, let me address some stuff because Dodo is crazy. Like, I ain't never had no problems with my hygiene ever in life. At this point, the lady is really making stuff up just to make me look bad because she know her followers are going to go off and run with anything that she says. Like, come on, bro, be for real. When's the last time I've been to the dentist? Girl, you got fake teeth. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Not girl, you got fake teeth. Mm-mm. Child, this girl shouldn't have to come on here and address anything. Okay? I don't know what goes on in their household. I don't know what Mr. Saffold feels, thinks, or has to say about any of this. I don't know. Um but it would be nice for him to address this for his child publicly. I'm just saying. But she's going up against Karlissa all her own.
Like, you literally just made up all that stuff. I'm in the parking garage right now. But you literally just made up all that stuff. You had to sleep on it because it's been a couple days now and it's just been dragging. You had to sleep on all that stuff. I need to put my phone on D&D. Yeah, she has fake teeth. Like, come on, though. Like, talking about I don't go to the dentist, baby. Me and my son go to the dentist. We not on no Medicaid. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We got real life jobs, real life stuff and opportunities out here. Nobody's selling no coochie. Nobody's doing nothing. And then you want to speak on my hygiene. Like, girl, you the one who be having rags and stuff. When we be recording, it be hot in LA. You literally carry around rags and say that you have to wipe yourself before you go back and lay back up under my dad. Come on, bro. Like, y'all is crazy. The lady is nuts. She's mad because I didn't want to sign no contract to be on TikTok. And whatever she's talking about Callie, me wanting to argue with her for the show, I never ever in my life said that because that's not even my character. If you look at me, she wanted me to start some stuff. She wanted me to start stuff. Like, lady, you really wanted me to start some stuff. The first episode, I made the episode pop. I made the first episode of the first season pop. I knew something was gonna happen. I knew Callie wasn't about to sit there and let me talk shit about beating her mom's ass. Like, come on now.
Right. Ain't nobody
You think
going
I'm about to
to
sit
and do
there and
that.
talk to somebody's kids about whooping their mom?
Right. Right.
You mad at me because you called somebody's child a name that you shouldn't have that should never even came out your mouth.
Right.
I don't know. I can't tell if you was reading comments, but that shit, the way that you said it should have never came out your mouth.
Exactly.
You could have said something different, like, "Oh, my baby don't look slow," or whatever the word. I'm sorry for using that word. I'm so sorry, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know what the condition, if there is any condition of Junior. I've never seen Junior, but the fact of the matter is, don't be talking about nobody's kids.
Exactly.
You can talk about your kids all you want to. I don't care if you talk about me. You ain't got nothing bad to say about me.
And I agree with her.
Girl, I done stole some shit before. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I done stole some shit before. I was young. Shit. I stole my aunt's purse and went to school before. Now this lady just making up old stuff. I ain't never been to jail for stealing nothing ever in life. I ain't never been to jail. She talking about she had to pick me up on a theft charge. Girl, you picked me up because I was about to stab somebody. Ooh, I didn't mean to say that.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
You picked me up from school. I mean, you picked me up from the place because I got into it with one of my roommates. It ain't have nothing to do with nothing. Nothing to do with whatever you're talking about. You the one that's playing about Michael Myers and everything. Anybody that says anything negative, I'll be on the blocking spree too. Y'all think she's bad, I will start blocking stuff too. Don't come over here with no weird stuff.
That's right. Get them, Lay. I don't even understand why anybody would come over there to her page though to be negative, like she did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did she do wrong? Because in my eyes, she ain't did nothing wrong. She stood up for Junior.
Exactly. Hold on.
She didn't, like, all she did
I'm
was,
not part of the family. I don't give a damn, to be honest.
so somebody in the comments telling her she ain't part of the family, whatever, she's saying she don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, listen, you ain't got to tell me, but one time you don't want me to be around you. You don't want me to be your family no more. That's fine. That's fine by me. You go your way, I go my way. You leave me the hell alone, I'll leave you the hell alone. You come for me, I'm gonna come for you. Probably her fake account. And see, I missed who commented because I don't remember what I was doing when she went live, but I was doing something, so I missed it. But I mean, come on now.
I don't care. To be honest. Yeah, she's definitely probably trying to make some scripts off of me, off of what situation we have going on right now. Or if she don't make a situation out of what we got going on right now, I'll make sure anybody. If she don't make a situation like a show about what we got going on right now, she's just gonna try to flip it just to make it seem like everything is cool. It's not.
And I'm gonna tell y'all that if you don't subscribe to the Patreon, what you see going on the internet does end up being a part of the show. Okay, she very much story produces, so it's very much possible that she's story producing right now, and this will probably be a part of Sunday's episode.
It's not. And I never beat up my mom. I never put my hands on my mom ever in my life. Now somebody else's mom for putting her hands on my mom. Yeah. So maybe, yeah, she's talking about the wrong stuff. I never put my hands on my mom. I literally talk to my mom every single day. My mom literally has my child every single day.
We don't know if that's
we just went
true.
to church together yesterday and went out to eat. Like, come on now. I don't who don't get into it with their mom? But they ain't never went that far.
We don't know if he really left.
Talking a lot right now.
Exactly, Goldie. I said that. Listen, I said that earlier on my IG. I swear, she's spinning the narrative to divert away from what was said about Junior, not Lay. Karlissa.
Yeah, I sent my dad a live. I unblocked him and sent him a live, and he didn't even respond to me. So whatever he does with that information, that's what it is. She might be there trying to like, yeah, cousin, you know, K Don, we know she capping.
She does. She kind of favors Stunner Girl too. My daughters pointed that out. That's crazy.
Dang, it's a lot, y'all.
That's a fact.
I don't know if you're talking about trade school. Oh no, wait, no, that's what. Period.
That's how I feel
And you know
about it.
what's crazy? Dang, what the fuck is wrong with my teeth? I got a gap.
That's a shame. She reading the comments, and there's people over there from Karlissa's page that are over there going at her like child
What else
boo
did
and
she
bye.
say? I'm trying to. She didn't say. Okay, did you pay for a prom dress? Okay, let me tell y'all this. My mom bought my prom dress. I called my dad and asked him about prom. He was the one that said, "No, you don't need that expensive prom dress." My mom like, "No, baby, you gonna get you a prom dress." So they said,
So her live cut out. So now we're going to go to the next live. We're going to go to the next one. And the next one is a little bit longer.
"Oh man."
Yes.
I'm back. My phone got too hot. It said, "Allow your phone to cool off before you can use it again."
My phone be doing that all the time. Let me tell you something. A lot of people have been complaining about being blocked and they pay for 6 socks and all of that stuff. But Karlissa had some things to say also in another live. Don't worry. I'm going to, before I go to bed tonight, I will make sure that I post all of this up to catch this live. Because I have some bad news for y'all. I will be going back to work starting Friday. I'll be working overnight. I'll be doing a sit down post and I'll be working 5 days a week. So that's kind of where I'm going to be at with things. So that means I'll probably be making content and pushing content in the middle of the night, but I will just kind of like, I guess, make my videos and schedule them to go out during the day. But this is just temporarily until I get back from my vacation, because y'all know my cruise is coming up. So yes, I'm excited, super hyped about that. But I forgot what I was gonna say or what I was saying. It comes back to me. I'll pause the video and say it.
I think my phone must have like felt my energy on my last live, so it just like try to cut me off or something. Nah, it froze because. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, my phone had cut us off because it said my phone was too hot. Like I said, it must have felt my energy coming through the phone or something. Like, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. A lot of people are upset because they pay for the 6 socks and they got blocked. And she's just like, I don't give a damn. But she's also like, if you feel entitled, then you could unfollow, you can unsubscribe, whatever. I don't need all of that. And I'm paraphrasing because she said some things, but she said a lot of things. It's all like, ugh. So yeah, I've heard quite a few people have said that they have unsubscribed, but she said that she gained 500 subscribers as well. So I don't know if that's true or not. I would like to see a receipt that says that she gained 500 subscribers, because you can't see how many people are on the Patreon. So yeah, I don't know.
So I was talking about the prom dress. So
Absolutely.
I wanted a prom dress. I wanted a prom dress, and it's time for prom. Asked my mom. She like asked her dad. Dad wasn't really like, spending too much on me, growing up. He ain't really, other two siblings was on child support, had him on child support. I didn't. My mom didn't. Like, she wasn't really getting no child support from my dad, and then he tried to get custody of me so that he wouldn't have to pay child support. Boom. So that's that. So my mom ended up moving back with my mom. She's like, okay, ask him for your prom dress, see what he say, blah blah blah. Stop bragging about a $700 prom dress. My prom dress was $850. That's the one that I wanted, so that's the one that I got. Thank you. I was not working in high school. I was a basketball player. I played all the sports in high school, track. I was in the band. I stayed occupied. I was never young and pregnant like a lot of people were. Not to bash any of you young moms, but I stayed occupied. My mom had me occupied. My dad did not want me to play basketball, but my mom wanted me to. She said, you can do whatever you want to do. Despite how I grew up, let me turn this car off. It was blasting. Despite how I left you out too.
I could agree with that, Sabrina. I can definitely agree with that.
I grew up, I didn't grow up from no riches. Karlissa didn't either. Like, she grew up in Youngstown. Everybody know her as the Youngstown whore.
Wait a minute. That's if, capital IF, underline, exclamation point. She said a Youngstown. Ooh, why everybody keep calling her that?
And defame my name. That's kind of weird. Like, you're saying all this weird stuff for no reason. Actually, like, it's kind of sickening. So that's just weird. But anyway, like I was saying, prom dress was $850. I should turn the comments off because I keep looking at it.
No.
Yeah, cousin K Don, that's my cousin. We grew up together. Like, he older than me. Check. He know the truth. That's my blood cousin.
And for the record, to my knowledge, I don't believe that my other page is the H page. Because she said the H pages and the M pages, but there's only one M page that I know of. But whatever. You can't tell people what to do online. You can't tell them who to follow. You can't tell them what to like. You can't tell them what to say. You can't be the only one that has freedom of speech, because everybody has freedom of speech and can express themselves, articulate themselves however they choose. Everyone has opinions. Opinions are like booty holes. We all have them. It's just some of us choose to get up here on a platform and speak them out on the World Wide Web for everyone, for those who are like-minded to come in and converse and agree or disagree, have healthy debates and healthy conversations. That's it. That's all. This page tolerates zero mess about Junior. You better let them know. So don't, if anybody come in here trying to bully, it ain't even just Junior. I have a zero tolerance for any BS with any of the children involved, any of them. That's Junior, that's the Javon, that's Journey, that's Carter, that's Junie, that's Avery, that's all. None of them. You do not talk about them in here in a negative way. You will get blocked. I'm not even playing. Do not talk about children. I didn't see anybody talking about them in a negative light. I seen something got said and it might have rubbed somebody the wrong way. But I do agree that if there was something to be going on, nobody is looking at the fact that it could be due to all the stress and toxicity that was going on as well. Nobody looks at that as a possibility because everybody wants everything to be so. Ugh. Anyway, thank you, Buttercup, for the super chat. Yes, it's Misha CML Gossip. That's the M page.
Okay, anyway. My mom said, ask your dad. Ask my dad. They said, we ain't got no money for no dress. So stop lying like you gave me $700 for a dress. You said we can probably do like 300, or we can try to do half. That's what y'all said. What's half of 700? Do your math. I remember this like it was yesterday. You bringing up a prom dress. I actually forgot about it, and you just brought it up. You said you was going to pay for half. Y'all was going to help pay for half.
Yeah, what did you say, Christian? Say it again.
So, yeah, you little sex worker. So, Bro, I love 50 Cent. Anyway,
You little sex
you're
worker.
bringing up. You're a parent. You're supposed to do that. Wow, somebody just said that. But you're a parent. You're supposed to do that. Like, you want to be in my dad's life? You gotta cuff up some cheeks. I've been respecting this lady since the first day that I met her. She's been putting stuff on my name, trying to get my dad to. Oh, let me finish talking about the prom dress. Y'all throwing me off. I keep reading the comments. Anyway, my mom bought the dress because they took a long time. We didn't know if they were really going to send the money or not. My mom paid a full $850 for the dress. So they still sent the money or told me they was going to send the money. My mom was like, no. That's so funny. You do this and a bubble pops up. She's like, no, tell them to still send the money. It could be useful. What do you think I did? I went and told them, hey, yeah, this is how we do it. I think they did the Walmart thing. The dress was already bought and paid for. $850 that my mom didn't really have, and she went and got my prom dress. So let's do the math.
Sorry, y'all. I was chomping on some ice. It's crazy because, you know, Karlissa says things with so much conviction and so much passion and so much oomph in it that you damn near believe her. But this girl is sitting here saying, like, no, you didn't buy my prom dress. My mom bought my prom dress. My prom dress wasn't $700. My prom dress was $850. Y'all didn't contribute to that. Y'all offered to pay half of whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but at the end of the day, why does it even matter? Why are you bringing up what was said? I mean, what was done? It's done. It's over with. It happened. You took on these kids as your step kids. They then became your kids. It doesn't matter if they're blood or not. Like, there is no division in a marriage. Everything is supposed to be as one. You come together as two and join as one. So everything that is his is yours, and what's yours is his. That's how it's supposed to be. So all of this, you ain't one of my kids. And what? Yes, she is. She may not be your blood daughter, but she's married. You're married into her bloodline. She's part of Mr. Saffold's legacy. She's part of his DNA. What? Child. That's just ridiculous.
I do got something going on. I don't know. I keep reading the comments. But yeah, I still
Yes,
got the money.
I'm
Thank
fat
you.
dime.
Thank you for
Yes.
the extra little $300 that you put in my pocket, $350 that you put in my pocket. Thank you, because I needed that. I was not working as a college. I mean, I wasn't even in college yet. I was a senior in high school. So as a senior in high school, I was not working. I was a full-time athlete. Full-time. I played instruments. I played the drums. Y'all know I played the snare drum. So I was in the choir. I always had some after school stuff going on. So I did not have time to have a job and be in high school. You bragging about being 16 and in high school, that's because you did nothing in high school. You were probably chasing guys in high school. I didn't really have time for that. I had a boyfriend or two in high school. My mom ain't really play that boy stuff because she ain't want me to get pregnant in high school. That's what you call generational curse breaker, okay? Love that for me, and I'm gonna keep setting standards and expectations and everything for my family.
As she should. This young lady sounds to me like she has her head on straight. It sounds like she was raised good to me. She has goals. She has dreams. She has, you know, it's just terrible. This is just terrible that this girl is going at it and with her stepmom. And then her dad sends that text message and says, "You're my daughter. I can't control you, but leave my wife out of our conversations." No, your wife needs to be a conversation between you and your daughter, just like your daughter needs to be a conversation between you and your wife. You can't be passive aggressive on this. Like, you're supposed to stand up for your daughter.
So you doing a lot, and you saying all this other stuff about me, talking about, oh, I did this for her and I did that. Thank you. Thank you.
But you know what, Kristen? All of them have said that. They didn't want to be on the show. They've all said they didn't want to be on the show.
Now what else? What's next? Because you on here lying, talking about I'm smelling when you you literally carry rags around to wipe yourself. Talking about, oh, I better not go home, Mr. So your daddy won't smell me. Blah blah blah.
I don't know which one
Girl,
you're talking about.
I don't have to do none of that. My hygiene is okay. I've never had no issues about my hygiene. So please don't be weird. Oh God, she did turn Hollywood on me. She's been Hollywood since I met her though, but I've never disrespected her. Like she started disrespecting me, accusing me of stealing. The first time accused me of stealing was her lipstick that she used for her wedding. I was not around. I came to the house and she just automatically came out of nowhere talking about she stole my lipstick and blah 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 whatever. Girl, I don't heard all these stories about you. I don't even eat after my dad. I don't eat after nobody. I barely eat after my baby dad, and we sharing a kid. So I don't eat after nobody. What makes you think I'm about to sit up here and share your lip gloss or whatever your lipstick?
Agreed.
I'm not doing nothing after you. I'm not eating nothing after you. And I stole her red bottoms. Stealing your red bottoms is crazy because y'all know I'm tall, I'm 6 foot, and I wear a size 11 shoe. She doesn't even have feet as big as mine. Who's gonna wear your red bottoms?
A size 11 shoe is crazy. That's gonna be emo though.
My cousin know what's up with me. That's why he on here like this, because he thinking all this stuff is crazy. I wear a size 11 shoe in women. A 9 men, a 9.5 men. It just depends on how the shoe fit. Why do I have to steal your red bottom, baby?
Right, that doesn't make sense. She can't fit it.
I'm literally working my ass off to provide for who I have to provide for, trying to put my family in a better situation, continue to break generational curses. And you're sitting up here trying to bash me and trying to belittle me because you're the one that's mad. You're thrown under the bus because you're talking about people's kids. Talk about your own kids. You can talk about me. I don't care I'm not your kid, but you can talk about whoever you want to talk to. Talk about all the adults. You don't talk about no innocent little baby.
And that's what I've been saying this whole time. And that don't just go for Karlissa, that goes for everybody online. Talk about the adults. Don't talk about the kids. Okay? Don't talk about the kids. That part. That damn part. Like, do not talk about the damn kids. Like, it don't make sense. Jaden look like she wear an 11. Yes, she do. She do look like she wear an 11. She got a big foot.
Point blank, period. And I would never sit there. Everybody else, the makeup artist done block me. I don't care. You can block me. You're sitting in that video laughing. I don't care if you're drunk or not. If I was there, I would have told you, no, don't do that. Don't do that. or told her to turn off her live if I felt like she was doing too much. Y'all sitting there laughing, hee hee ha ha, like it's okay to be talking about an innocent baby. Like what? Now listen, one thing about me, I do get active. Okay, Don, you better tell them what just happened in MIA. Y'all seen the video that she posted on that TikTok page saying that I got active. This was like way back last year. So I'm just telling you. And I got active with her the day of my grandpa's funeral. And I'm not about to keep saying that just to throw that out there, but that's what happened. I was pregnant. So she got jumped by me and my baby. Everybody only pulled me off because I was pregnant. It was my whole family surrounding there. She tried to jump on my mom. You're not about to jump on my mom, bruh. Fuck. I'm sorry, Mom. My hood coming out. Ooh, I'm getting chills. But I'm just saying, like, you're not about to sit up here and keep trying to disrespect me because I'm talking. Why are you bringing up all this other irrelevant stuff that ain't even true? Because I got on you about she mad because I made the blogs. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. My intention was never to be. My intention was never to be famous. I don't care for no fame. Whatever God has planned for me, that's what he has planned for me. If this is what it is, then this is what it is. I didn't want to be on no show. I told her no a million times. Khalil, tell them that I told her I didn't want to do no reality show. I was telling you that I didn't want to do no reality show.
I'm 5'3", y'all, so I'm a shorty too. Okay. But she's right. Like, why are you bringing up all this irrelevant stuff? Why are you talking about my height? Why are you, what are you talking about here? And like I said, we've heard them all say they did not want to be on the show. She says she don't have no desires to be famous. Like, whatever God got for her, he got for her. Dre said he had no desires to be famous. Whatever God got for him, got for him. But if you can't see that she works this family like a business, I don't know what you're seeing. Because everything about this family is this is business, this is business, this is business. Our family is a business, so we're going to push together as a business. And that's what I see happening here. And, it's just, this is crazy.
I never wanted to do it. She told me to get on here. She told me to get on here or get on the show and represent your dad because my other siblings didn't want to do it. She said, I have your kids on here. Basically, she wanted me to make my dad look good. I don't have a problem with that. My dad never really disrespected me. It's just he just didn't want to cough up the money. He didn't want to cough up no money. He was always working, but he had two other kids to take care of and was already on child support for them too. So it was just a lot. But at the same time, I love my dad. I don't want to see him going down. I don't want to see him being disrespected. You're literally showing all your private parts on social media. What kind of wife are you? Yeah, you.
Not to mention, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Wait a minute. And then said that she's starting a charm school.
Been married 3 other times. Like you done been, I don't know what you got going on, how your relationship is with my dad and how if y'all be working or not. But I'm just saying, like, I know you talk about the times you got snatched up by your other ex-husbands. You done been married like 5 times.
It was only 3. And I can confirm that there are some DVs I seen because I seen it.
This is your 5th marriage.
It's her 3rd that we know of, unless she's been married in other states.
So I'm just like, everybody in the hood done warned you. My dad is from Ohio. Karlissa is from Ohio. I'm from Ohio. Everybody done already. They don't know who JoJo is. JoJo is Cali. But everybody from the hood and already talked. They've been talking. Bro, my dad, if he was like in the right mind, he would tell y'all. My dad, bro, all these cars is coming out of nowhere. This is the only place that I have to talk because I'm on break. But I'm just saying, like, man, the whole hood, not even the whole hood, because she's not from my hood. She's not from Columbus. She from Youngstown. So you know how I ain't got nothing bad to say about Youngstown, but they different than Columbus.
They different.
I'm cracking up. I never disrespected that woman a day in my life until now. Until she got on here and I saw her disrespecting that innocent baby. I've never disrespected her. And then the last time she posted my Cash App and everybody started requesting money from me on my Cash App.
Yep.
Doing all that weird stuff.
I remember
forgot
that.
what happened even last time. It was just like last month or something. There, she posted my Cash App name and there, or tried to blur it out, but my name still shows up. And everybody was like requesting hundreds of dollars and stuff from me. I'm about to mess up my Cash App. Like I done had this Cash App for years. And then you and my dad, y'all share an account. So if I ask my dad for some money, of course he's gonna go into that account, whatever Cash App y'all have. Of course.
Okay.
Of course she's gonna go in there, and you know what I'm saying. Y'all whatever it's gonna look like, whatever it look like, because it's her name. But at the end of the day gotta end.
That's right.
I like love. I don't have nothing bad to say about Callie. I just don't like when she goes on her rant. She don't go on the rant. She goes, excuse me, she goes on a silent rant. And she blocked me too because she starts believing everything that Karlissa tells her. So I don't have no personal ill feelings towards Callie. I don't have nothing towards her. I don't have no problem with her. It's just the fact she just always want to take you. You want to take your mom's side. At the end of the day, you better take your mom's side. That's why Jaden's mad at me. Jaden's mad at me because I started talking to Karlissa again after I was telling her that I wasn't messing with her, because I really wasn't. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, Jaden. I'm so sorry. I started forgiving her and everything, and man, I started forgiving the lady. Whole time she wanted to do this. It's so embarrassing, y'all. It's so embarrassing.
And that's kind of what happened with Krishan. She started forgiving her and then she backtracked.
I never disrespected or said anything bad about Rock.
No, she didn't. I've never seen her say anything or heard her say anything.
If I did, remind me, because I don't think I ever did.
I haven't heard it. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I think she was crazy a little bit in the beginning. Yeah, but what man, you know, when you in love or you love somebody, what man wouldn't you go get crazy over? Go crazy over. We're women. We women. We know what it's like.
Right.
None of this stuff scares me. It doesn't make me feel any type of way. I think it's funny for real. Thank you, y'all. Y'all so sweet. But I really think it's funny for real. Like,
so we're gonna stop there. I'm going to be posting that on Catch This Live as well. I don't quite know how I'm going to do the Karlissa Going Wild full live. All the lives, I'm going to try to get those up before I end up having to go back to work so that you can have those lives up there on Catch This Live. If you're not following Catch This Live, please go follow Catch This Live, because that's where I am getting these videos from. I might just go ahead and just release the raw video just the way that it is, without no glitz, no glam, no whatever, and not even care if people take clips from it or whatever. Because then that'll be more visits to my channel. Like, I'm just at this point, that's where I'm at with it. Lay spoke very calm, cool, collected. She was very level-headed. She was very organized in her thoughts. Okay. And I've noticed that that's how she is when she comes on. She's very calm. She's always that way. She's never, I haven't seen her get loud and boisterous and out of control the way that Karlissa does. She always seems to be very well-mannered. Not one time did she call Karlissa out of her name. Not one time did she really like say no cursing or anything like that. There is a whole difference. Do you see a difference in the vibe and the energy? And right now, I just really feel sad for her. I really do. I hate this for all of them. I'm gonna be honest with you, because this is a what you said, what channel, Henny? Catch This Live. Let me pull it up. This is a family, basically a family in crisis. It's this channel right here. Catch This Live, at Catch This Live. When you see this right here, you know that you're in the right place. But it's Catch This Live. I have not really been posting too much on here. I do have to keep up with that. But yes, it's on YouTube. So it's on YouTube. So I'm going to be posting the videos to there. Shout out to all of you that stayed and rocked out. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube was bugging. It took the numbers all the way down to 4. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to take it down. You guys, when you rest well. Okay. This was a lot to take in. So you guys, please make sure that you cleanse your energy when you go to sleep tonight. Don't go to bed with this energy on you, because this is some heavy energy. Okay. If you missed anything, if you missed the Zeus is being sued thing, go back and watch it. It's gonna be here. I'm gonna leave this live up. I love y'all with all of my heart. Y'all know that. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm grateful for y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Love is always love, y'all. Good night.